Well, hi. Welcome back to Glitter 50. So, in my BoxyCharm, I received this Ace Beautē Falling For You palette. And the colors are beautiful. Now, I have to tell the truth. I have used this color and this color because yesterday I was an owl and I needed to use persimmon, which is this color right here, and it's beautiful, but I needed it to kind of, oh, there's grandmother clock. I needed it to finish out my owl look. So I have used two of the colors. Autumn, this brown right here, I just underlined my eye with. So we're not going to touch those two colors today. I'm going to stay more in the pumpkin pie, which is this one down here, and the pine cone, and the candy corn. I think those are the colors. I have on a burnt orange shirt, and I'm having company over tonight. I'm so excited. So let's dive right into this look and see what we can create. Now I'm going to take, this is a brush that I got, Beautē by a Bird, and it's kind of an angly, fluffy brush. No, that's not the kind of brush I want. Let go. Yeah. This is still a Beautē by the Bird, but it's a nice fluffy brush. That's what I thought I was grabbing. So I'm actually going to take the color Squash, which is right there. And I'm going to lightly, there's hardly any, sorry, I don't think you can see it. There's hardly any kick up in the pan, which, good. I'm going to tap it off a little bit. And I'm going to try and do a subtle look today. I don't need to go all out. I'm not going anywhere, but like I said, I am having company over, so I want to have a little something on. So I'm just going to push this through. So yesterday, oh my goodness. So I went to a daycare center and I did face painting for 5 hours. Whew, it was a lot. It was a lot, but it was a lot of fun too, to see the little kids' faces when I got done doing their faces and I showed them in the mirror. They were so excited. They loved it. Loved it. This is a very, very nice pale peach color. I'm trying to think of a squash that's this color, but they call it squash because butternut squash is more of a yellowy orange, but yeah, so they call this squash. But anyway, so it was only supposed to be 3 hours. Well, it was only supposed to be 4 hours, sorry. And it turned into 5 hours. I got there at 11 and I left at 4. It was a lot. It was a lot. I was supposed to get there at 11 and leave at 3, which was 4 hours. But anyway, so on my way home, I was about, 5 blocks away from home and coming up to a light, and all of a sudden, stop. There was traffic everywhere, and I was talking with my husband, and I'm like, there's a city bus going down our street. City buses don't go down our street. Ever. Oh, wait. There goes another city bus down our street. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Well, apparently there had been an accident. So the main road over here is like a Highway 7. And then our street only goes 25 miles an hour. So it's a couple blocks off of the main road. But nobody comes this way except for if they want to race, because our street has corners on it so you could drift on it if you're going fast enough and you're talented enough to do that. I hate it. They go by so fast every day. But that's beside the point. So anyway, there's so much traffic. It took me 20 minutes from the time I was like 5 or 6 blocks away to get to my house. It took me 20 minutes. It was a lot. So now I'm going to go into pumpkin pie, which is this one right here. And again, not a lot of kick up in the pan. Let's see how this color looks. Well, she's good. She's a nice light color. I mean, she's got pigment. She's all right. There's no fallout on my face, which is good. So anyway, we were talking, and then I finally get to the driveway, and I'm like, because there's traffic going both ways, because they had to divert the traffic from the main road to go around the block because there was a power line down over there. And I was like, I'm never going to get into my driveway, but luckily somebody saw me and they stopped and they let me in so that I could actually get home. I had been gone, like I said, for 5 hours, so my dogs had not been outside. I was worried that they were going to have accidents. They did not. They were good kids. So that was good. And then I get in the house and there's no power. Because like I said, there was a power line down. I'm like, oh no. I was supposed to have company over yesterday. My friend was supposed to come over yesterday and come for dinner. And I'm like, I'm not. I'd called her from the daycare center and told her, you know what? I was an hour later than what I was supposed to. I'm super exhausted because I know it's only face painting, but when you're having to deal with children and you're having to deal with all of the stuff, it's a lot. It can be a lot. So I was like, can we please postpone it and make it till tomorrow? And she said, sure, no problem. That was fine, which is amazing. And I'm very thankful for her. And then when I get in the door, no power. Like, well, I'm glad I canceled that dinner plan because that was not good. My husband said, well, I'll pick up dinner and I'll come home. And I said, you know what? Why don't you go to the bar and you sit there and you eat your dinner and then just bring me dinner home? Because I knew it was going to take him quite a while to get home because they were still diverting traffic. And I was willing to wait, even though I had not eaten anything since breakfast. But he was super sweet, and he brought me some clam chowder and some steak and shrimp, and I was happy. So, but it was, wow, I really like these colors together. I know I keep bouncing back and forth, but I've gotten an Ace Beautē palette before in a BoxyCharm. Now I'm just blending. I just use the color switch and I'm just blending those two shades together. But they didn't really work out so well. They weren't really pigmented shades. They didn't stay on my eyes. They weren't really what I liked. So to have these, I think I'm not gonna use that last color. What I'm going to do, because I can't help myself, This has been swatched only on my arm, but I really want to use that green because look at that color. So I'm just going to take it and put it on my eyes. Like I said, I'm not going to do anything too terribly outlandish today just because it is like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I don't really have anything else to do, but I want to have some sort of makeup on. I just really wanted to try out more in this palette, and so here we are. But yeah, that was my evening yesterday. And then, well, to top it all off, so one, our power was out, then it came back on, and then we noticed that we didn't have any cable. We didn't have any internet, we didn't have any TV, and our phones weren't working. It was like time shifted back to like the 70s or something. And I'm like, I don't like the 70s. We couldn't do anything. Which was fine because I ended up just going to bed because I was super tired anyway. I love this color. I'm just trying to blend it. I'm trying to think of another color that I could use to blend that with. So I'm going to dust this off. And I'm going to go back into squash and blend the top of this out. Just to blend it a little bit so it doesn't look like I have harsh lines. But yeah, so that was our evening. We had no cable, no internet, no phone service. And so when I woke up this morning, I was like, hey, I wonder if everything's been restored. No, it had not. So I had to use my phone data and check with the internet service. And yeah, it said it would be restored around 3 o'clock. And then the phone said, yes, they were aware of the problems and they were working on fixing them. So we just had to sit and wait. I'm just going to blend this over the top and see if I can. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is after I blend a little bit of this over the top of both of those, I'm going to brush this off. Not any kick up in the pan is what I meant to say. I'm going to use this cranberry shade to deepen up these outer corners just a little bit because I have something I'm going to do. Just trust the process. One of the little girls yesterday, she said, trust the process. And I was like, oh, I hear that all the time, and I say that all the time on my YouTube videos. And the kid that I was painting, he goes, you're YouTube famous? And I giggled and I said, no, I'm not YouTube famous. I said, I do have a YouTube channel, but I'm not YouTube famous. But thanks for that. I do appreciate each and every single one of you that watch all of my videos and see my videos and comment on my videos. I love it, and I'm trying to get better at posting more and more content. Hey, I did 3 videos last week. I was pretty impressed with myself, and I have some things in mind. They're coming. So now I'm going to take Cherry Pie, which is this glitter, and I'm going to put it on this angled fluffy brush. And I'm going to spray it. And I normally use my Photo Focus Smashbox setting spray, when I spray my glitters. So I'm going to take that. And I'm just going to blend it between the two. So it'll... Well, that's not working so well. Oh, well, let's see about using my finger. There we go. And I'm just going to blend between the two, just so that it has a little bit more, because it's easier to blend a glitter with a glitter. Now I'm still going to use that, and it's still, well, a little bit wet. I'm going to wet it down again, and I'm going to put that there just so that I have the same consistency on both eyes. You can see it there, but it's not as vibrant as when you use your finger to put it on there. So that way it'll just blend those colors a little more and make them a little bit more cohesive. What do you think? Well, I'm gonna go put the rest of the stuff on my face and I'll be back. Okay, so now that I have my foundation on, I'm going to just damp sponge. This is from Shein, something like that. Anyway, this bronzer, this is a matte bronzer, Henna Lee. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, this came in my BoxyCharm as well. So I'm just going to use just a smidge of it. I don't want to have like no color whatsoever, but I don't want to have a whole lot to remove later either. Just a little bit on my nose for the contour, and that's all. And for the blush, I believe I got this in a BoxyCharm as well. This is Half Caked in Bloom, and it's called Me and You, and it's just a light little peachy blush. This is a Wet n Wild brush, and I use it all the time. I just love putting my blush on with this. It just, I don't know, makes me feel good. And so if it makes you feel good, do it. See, it just gives a nice little flush, not anything wild and crazy. And then Ali Glines actually taught me to just go over everything with a sponge, just to make sure it all sinks into your skin. And I'm not going to put anything underneath my eyes today because I just don't see the point to it. I'm just staying home. So now I'm just going to take I'm looking for an eyeliner. I'm going to take this one. It's the Color Stick from ColourPop in Bittersweet. It's a creamy matte. It's kind of a purple. I'm still trying to learn how to use these. And I'm kind of putting it on my waterline and kind of putting it below my waterline, just to give a little bit of color. It's not really going to stay. It just really isn't. Just because my eyes water so bad. So it's just going to be for a little bit. And then for my highlighter, this is one of my go-to highlighters, and it's like $1, I think. It's from ADA Studios, which is Miss A. If you go to her and you go and look at the Halo highlighter, this is in Amore. Now watch. This is, it doesn't look like much. You can't even really see. There it is. See that color? You can't, it doesn't look like much. But then you put it on your face. Yeah. It's super highlighting. See that? And I like to put it above my eyes. And then I can take a little brush and put it on my inner corner. It's just a really nice, vibrant, pigmented highlighter. For $1. I think it was $1. It might have been $1.50. And there again, just going to take my sponge, go over the top of it a little. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's just so pretty. And it just sits there so nice. Ta-da! Now I'm going to take this is Fourth Ray Beauty, which is the sister brand to ColourPop. This is Fresh AF. And I bought this recommendation of Paige Corin. Miss Paige Corin. So it doesn't look like I have any blush on, but I promise you, in person, I have more blush on. I'm just going to take my brush and go over it again really quick. And then I'm going to use, I believe this is Wet n Wild. I've used it so much that a lot of the writing has come off. It's Big Papa, but most of the other writing has come off of it. It's about time to replace it. And I'm just going to lightly put on. See, they go super fast around our house. Yeah. See, I just think I've used this to the point where there's nothing left. It feels like there's something in there, but I don't know. Has it been 6 months since I bought it? Maybe. I can't even tell you what you know how some brands, they tell you You can use this for 3 months. You can use this for 6 months. You can use this for 24 months. Well, I couldn't tell you. But that's just my nice, easy, using the Ace Beautē. Now, what do I think about it? It's okay. I can't remember what the price on this was. I think it was like $35. I would not spend $35 on this. I wouldn't. If I spent $25 and got it in the box, it's okay. It's okay. I have better shadows. I have way better shadows. So it's okay. It's beautiful. I'll have to play with it some more and see if I can get better colors out of it, but it's not bad. It's not a bad look, but oh well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please like, share, and subscribe. I am getting closer to 100, and once I get 100, I have a whole box of goodies that I'm going to use in a 100 subscriber giveaway. So please like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and share with your friends so we can all get to 100 and I can do a giveaway, because I'm super excited to do that. Alrighty, I hope you have a great day. Just remember, who's better than you? Nobody.